Begin afresh every morning with brushstrokes of God's love. Devotional thoughts for women.
Good morning, dear friends. Today, November 9th, our devotion is entitled Following Jesus' Footsteps. Our scripture reading is from Job 23, verse 11. My foot has held fast to his steps. I have kept his way and not turned aside. One of my favorite games as a child was to follow footsteps, especially when it had rained and they were perfectly visible on the wet mud. Some were small and others big, but they all showed who had walked there, and they took me where that person had gone. In life's path, there are many who also leave footprints, inviting us to walk on them, following another human being's footsteps. However, the Bible doesn't invite us to follow someone with flesh and bones. The Bible is very clear. The only footsteps we can follow without fear or fail are the ones Jesus left when he lived on this earth. His footsteps are his words and the way he lived. Jesus' footsteps will always show us the path of life, even though it sometimes means going through hard times, like the ones Jesus went through on his way to Calvary. In the Bible, we read, "For to this you were called, because Christ also suffered for us, leaving us an example that you should follow his steps." 1 Peter 2:21. Imitate God, therefore, in everything you do, because you are his dear children. Ephesians 5:1. Your footsteps and mine are leaving footprints, which some of them are impossible to erase. That is why we should be careful when deciding where to go and what we go toward, because more than one person will follow us. When in doubt about the right path to take, stop and make sure you're following the Master's footprints. When you do so, don't stray either to the right or to the left, even if other roads seem seductive and attractive. Following Christ implies a commitment to give up our desires to do his will, and thus turn his desire into our own. Renouncing, abandoning, and sacrificing, submitting our will, makes us receptors of his blessings, and at the same time prepares us for a superior and holy life that will lead us back home. Today, before going out, review your footpath. Make sure you are following Jesus' footsteps, so those who come behind you will have no doubt and confidently go toward their final destination. As we read in Deuteronomy 5:33, walk in obedience to all that the Lord your God has commanded you, so that you may live and prosper and prolong your days. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8. My foot has held fast to his steps. I have kept his way and not turned aside. Job 23 verse 11.